Okay, this is December 2nd of 2025. I just came, so I turned on the bubble generator. We haven't set it on auto. We need to learn what kind of frequency we should do. Yeah, so we are watching. Yeah, and anyway, I turned on the bubble generator, and now it starts filling pretty good, just as expected. And the north side one, we cannot turn it on because there's a problem. I guess they didn't do well in waterproofing the motor, so now we plug in a spin, but spin very slow, barely, just you can see it very slow. So we need to take it down and send to the supplier, and then so either they repair it or replace it, send us a new one. So anyways, this is a new source, so yeah, apparently they didn't do a good job, but this one is good. We bought it almost 2 months ago, and never had give us a problem, so which is nice. Anyway, this is it. As you can see, water, there's a condensation, condensed water everywhere. That's the natural condensation, because in the morning we know the air outside is cooler, the air inside the greenhouse is hotter, so warmer than outside. So as a result, the hot air have contact with the cool environment, able to condense, so we see water everywhere. In fact, because we didn't turn on the bubble generator, so you see water everywhere, on the table, on the inner film, everywhere. That's natural. Anyone who play with use greenhouse, they know you got lots of condensation inside. But this type of condensation is different from the condensation that is triggered by bubbles and the cooling liquid, because that's when we have the sun, have a clear day. It's really hot because it's double layer, right? It takes energy and heat up the air quickly. So without bubbles, this type of greenhouse will be very hot, when you have the sun. Because just like even the conventional greenhouse, single layer greenhouse, will be very hot when you have the sun. But if we blow bubbles or spray liquid to cool the inner film, to fill the cavity, right, to cool the entire inner film, everywhere, and then it becomes cooler. The cavity is cooler than the inside air, so as a result it triggers condensation. So normally if you don't do this, you don't have this condensation, because cavity is also hot, right? But once we fill with bubbles or spray cooler liquid onto the inner film, it triggered condensation, because the air inside is warmer than the temperature in the cavity, so that triggers condensation. So this is kind of actively induced, because whenever we do that, we trigger that condensation. This is a different process than the natural process. Okay, same principle, but the different way, because that's natural, but this is actually more than natural, because we actively trigger that process. So this is something you can only understand when you truly have this set up, and then have this process going on. and then you see what it is. So anyway, yeah, this is it. I just want to explain a little bit. Yeah, because the fact we use a lot of thermal mass, the sand, the water in the fish tank to take the solar thermal energy, and because of the thermal mass, so it takes a while, for the whole system to reach equilibrium. So because we need to heat up this to a steady state. Yeah. Anyway, and at night it will release heat, right? During the day it will take solar heat. So it has reached a balance. Yeah. And then we see the full result. Anyway, but we can see the cooling effect of liquid soap bubbles. Today is a cloudy day. When I enter in, it's not that hot. But suppose this is a clear day, and you enter in, it's really hot. If you don't blow bubbles, or start the liquid cooling, right? It's really hot. But once we fill the cavity with bubbles, you can instantly feel the coolness created by the bubbles. So so that's it. So the cooling effect, we can immediately sense it when we have bubbles in the cavity. But the warming effect, it takes a process, yeah, to truly experience it. So yeah. So as long as you know how it works, then you know what to expect. Yeah. Anyway, I just fed the fish. We don't have too much fish. We start catching fish right now, and maybe we can buy some bigger fish and place them in the fish tank so that we have some fish to eat. Yeah. Anyway, so anyone who want to donate fish, yes, we want it. Yeah, we want it. Yeah. Anyway, this is it. We just received this type of plants today, so we simply use the lifesaver ring, for baby. Then use the screen material. The screen material actually we use up there. We simply and then use pebblestone to simply hold it in place, and because of the weight, and the whole thing sink into the water, but the whole thing also float on water. So then we have some plants in the fish tank. So we received the fiberglass rod. We use this mechanism to hold it tight, and then use it to tension from inside all the way down there. Yeah, down here. So this side is the same mechanism. Yeah, and this is really good, so that even without the negative pressure, the whole thing can tension the inner film against the frame tightly. This way we tension it to a point. See, you just by knocking it, you know how tension it is. Yeah, this way it looks nice. So even without under pressure, and still hold everything in place. And this is relatively easy and low cost way. This way we tension it to a point. See, you just by knocking it, you know how tension it is. Yeah.